Archangel Michael says, "This message is flashing before your eyes because the danger is closer than you think. The whispers you have ignored are no longer whispers, they have turned into footsteps moving toward you. Heaven has seen their hidden meetings, their dark intentions, and now you are being warned. They do not move openly, but in secret corners, their plans take shape like shadows crawling against your wall. The closer you come to your breakthrough, the more desperate they become. Their jealousy has fermented into something more dangerous, and it is ready to strike. You were not chosen to see this message by chance, it was sent because the truth is being revealed right now. You are being shielded by divine eyes, but the scheme they are weaving is ruthless. If you skip this warning, their trap will catch you unaware. This is not just talk, it is unfolding now, and the silence you feel is the calm before the storm. God does not expose threats without reason, and this is the last chance to escape the snare before it locks shut. Every word is heavy with urgency, because time is shorter than you realize. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They speak your name when you're not around, and their tone is sharp with envy. To them, your light feels like an insult to their darkness. They mask themselves as allies, yet their smiles are nothing but veils for betrayal. Someone you allowed close is now the one sharpening the knife behind the curtain. This is why heaven's alarms are sounding so loud, they don't want you blind when the hand is lifted against you. The betrayal is personal, and it cuts deeper because it comes from within. Your dreams have been warning you already, with restless nights and strange signs that never made sense. But this is the unveiling, your instincts were not wrong. God was placing hints, and now the message is delivered in plain sight. Your destiny is too powerful to be left unguarded, so the enemies gather to destroy what they cannot create. But their schemes are weak compared to the hand of heaven stretched over you. Remember, the higher you rise, the darker the shadows that follow. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The place you stand right now is no longer safe. Hidden eyes have studied your steps, memorizing your habits, waiting for the moment you slip. What feels like routine to you is their opportunity. But this message tears their mask apart. Heaven will not allow you to walk blindly into their trap. Even now, the forces of light surround you with protection, sealing every entrance where danger lurks. They wanted to see you fall, but this very moment flips the table against them. What they plotted in secret is being revealed publicly. And the one who thought they could outsmart heaven will soon face exposure. The night is thick, but your covering is thicker. The angels stand near, their swords drawn, cutting through every shadow of treachery. You are not left defenseless, you are being prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The silence around you is not peace, it is surveillance. Every word you speak is being measured, every move you make is being noted. Someone has decided that your downfall is their only satisfaction. They carry bitterness like a weapon, and they believe striking you will ease their pain. But they do not understand that touching you means colliding with heaven itself. The hand they raise against you is already marked for judgment. Their plan is simple but dangerous, they want to see you broken. They think if they tear you down, they can rise in your place. Yet what they fail to see is that their destruction is written in the same moment they plot against you. Even now, whispers are moving through walls you cannot see. They have gathered in hidden corners, planning something that would shake you to the core. But God allowed this message to reach you because the trap will not succeed. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The air feels heavy because their spirit carries poison. They dress their intentions with smiles, but behind those smiles, venom is waiting. You may have felt drained lately. It is not coincidence, it is their energy pressing against you. Heaven has stepped in because you are stepping into a season of change too great to be delayed. They know this, and it terrifies them. So they try to attack before the blessing manifests. But their time is already cut short. This message is the sword breaking through their curtain. They thought they could move unseen, but now their shadows are being dragged into the light. You are standing at the edge of exposure, theirs, not yours. Soon, the mask will fall, and what has been whispered in darkness will be shouted for all to hear. The shame they planned for you will rest upon their own head. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The one closest to the plan is someone you never expected. They studied your weaknesses, searching for the right moment to wound you. But what they overlooked is that heaven fortified your spirit long before this hour. Archangel Michael says, the sword of divine protection has been drawn in your favor. No attack can pierce you when the command has already been given to shield your path. Their failure is sealed. This is why strange disruptions have been happening around you. Sudden delays, broken schedules, and restless nights. It was heaven adjusting your steps so you would not fall into their snare. What felt like inconvenience was actually intervention. The story is not ending with your defeat, it is turning toward their collapse. And when it happens, those who watched silently will finally see who was truly protected all along. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The walls are holding secrets, and if you could hear through them, your heart would shatter. Plans are being exchanged in whispers, and your name is the center of their conversation. They speak as if you are not protected, but heaven hears every syllable. The rage they carry burns like fire, but that fire is about to consume them instead. They wanted you to walk blindly into destruction, but their steps are being exposed before they reach you. They will taste the fruit of their own schemes. Every document, every hidden signature, every sly arrangement, God has seen it all. Nothing has escaped the watchful eyes above. You may not know the depth of what they are planning, but this warning is the barrier that keeps you standing. Their movements are being tracked by forces they cannot see. They think they are clever, but the trap they dig is becoming their own grave. Soon, what they created in silence will roar against them in daylight. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The clock is ticking fast, and each second is heavy with danger. You may feel restless, unable to find peace, and that is because the energy of their plan is pressing hard against you. But heaven has already intercepted. Archangel Michael says, your enemies are walking into their own collapse. They believe they are tightening the rope around you, but in reality, they are binding themselves. Their downfall is certain. This is why you are seeing this message in this exact moment. Nothing in the universe delivers truth by accident. The timing is divine, meant to shield you before the breaking point arrives. So do not be fooled by silence or fake smiles. Behind them is a storm of betrayal waiting to unleash. But when the storm rises, the light will split it open and keep you untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The whispers grew into agreements, and agreements turned into actions. They want to corner you, to make you feel trapped with no escape. But the escape has already been created long before their plan. Your path is not ordinary. It is marked by divine seal. That's why they want to break it, but they cannot. Each time they press against you, the shield becomes stronger. They hoped your spirit would weaken. They wanted to see you collapse under pressure. But what they forgot is that the divine does not abandon the chosen. You will not see their victory, you will see their exposure. And their names will be revealed as the very ones who plotted destruction while pretending to care. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Your breakthrough is the root of their envy. They sense you are about to rise higher than ever before. Their fear is not of you, but of what you carry. They sit in darkness, planning to extinguish your flame. But your light cannot be extinguished, it multiplies in the face of shadows. What they touch will backfire. You are walking toward a new chapter that cannot be delayed. Their anger is proof of your progress. The resistance is the clearest sign that the blessing is near. And when the blessing lands, their anger will turn into silence. For nothing will be left to say when heaven's hand has moved publicly for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The shadows in their heart are growing thicker. Every time they see your progress, their hatred deepens. They cannot stand the sight of your rise, so they plot your fall in silence. The place you once trusted has been poisoned by their schemes. Conversations that should protect you have been twisted against you. Smiles that once felt warm are now daggers in disguise. But heaven has intercepted their steps. The moment they thought they were advancing, they were already being stopped. Their rope of betrayal is tightening only around their own hands. What was meant to be your ending is becoming your beginning. They prepared a stage for your downfall, but soon it will be the stage for their exposure. Everyone will see the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Their jealousy is sharp. It cuts into their thoughts, it controls their words, it pushes them into madness. They cannot understand why your life shines even when storms surround you. They cannot bear that you carry favor that they cannot steal. This is why they are dangerous. Not because they have power, but because their envy drives them to recklessness. And recklessness is more dangerous than strength. Still, they are blind to the fact that your protection is not of this world. Every attempt against you strikes an invisible wall. The more they push, the more they destroy themselves. Their own secrets are trembling, waiting to burst open. And when they do, no one will defend them. They will be alone in the shame they created. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. They are watching you closely. Studying your steps, your habits, your routines, looking for any weakness. To them, your success is unbearable. You may have felt strange eyes on you, even when no one was around. That was not your imagination. It was the pressure of their focus. They think they are unseen, but they are fully exposed before heaven. Every lie they have spoken about you has already reached the ears of the divine. Nothing is hidden in the place where truth cannot be silenced. Their whispers are being recorded against them. And very soon, those whispers will become thunder, and their shame will echo louder than their plotting. The one who tried to break you will be broken. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The night will try to scare you, but you are not alone in it. There are angels walking beside you, blocking every path where danger waits. Their swords are drawn, their eyes unblinking. The trap was prepared, but it will remain empty. The net was cast, but you will not be caught. What they built for you will backfire into their own lives. This is why heaven sent this urgent message. Not to frighten you, but to show you the scale of what has been happening behind your back. And to remind you that you are not walking blind. Archangel Michael says, those who touch the chosen will be touched by justice. Their silence is ending, their exposure is beginning. Nothing will save them from what they started. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. They may try to come near again, pretending as if nothing has happened. But do not be deceived, the mask they wear is cracked. Beneath it is a face full of envy and rage. The closer they come, the clearer their energy feels. You sense the heaviness when they speak, and the air shifts when they step into your space. These are not coincidences, these are signals. They want you to trust them blindly, but heaven refuses to allow it. Every move they make is being revealed. Every hidden word is being dragged into the open. And when the moment arrives, they will not be able to explain themselves. The truth will roar louder than their excuses, and no one will stand on their side. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Their footsteps are already echoing in hidden corners. The ones who pretend to protect you are the ones sharpening knives against your back. They think their silence covers them, but the heavens have torn the cover away. Every deal they signed, every word they twisted, every lie they spread has been written in fire. What they thought would remain secret is now on the edge of revelation. Their whispers have reached too far to be contained. They watch your life like hunters circling prey. They think your guard is down, but your spirit has been awakened. The moment you read these words, you were placed under divine watch. Their fear will grow when they realize you cannot be touched. Their rage will burn hotter when they see you rise higher. And their jealousy will choke them when heaven crowns you before their eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The truth is, they fear you. Not because of who you are in flesh, but because of what you carry in spirit. Your light reminds them of what they can never possess. This is why they cannot stop plotting. They are consumed with envy, eaten from the inside out. The more they see your blessings, the more their hatred grows. But hatred has never won against divine purpose. Every time they raise their hand, it is slapped back by forces they cannot understand. They will exhaust themselves fighting what is untouchable. You are chosen, and that means their weapons will never prosper. Their curses will bounce back, and their traps will collapse beneath their own feet. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. There is a meeting happening in secret. Names are being exchanged, plans are being spoken. And in those meetings, your life is the center of the discussion. But you are not walking into this blind. This message is proof that heaven attends those meetings long before you ever hear about them. Every word they speak against you is already intercepted. They think tomorrow is theirs, but they have no tomorrow for their schemes. Their nights are haunted with the very destruction they planned for you. Their sleep is poisoned by the weight of their own evil. The time for hiding is ending. The exposure is coming, and their names will be revealed. What was once whispered will be shouted on rooftops. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Your house has been watched, your steps tracked, your silence studied. They thought if they could not touch your heart, they could touch your environment. But every attempt falls flat. You may feel sudden disruptions, doors slamming, electronics failing, nights disturbed. Do not be afraid. These are not random accidents, these are signs of interference. But above every interference is protection. For every shadow that tried to slip in, 10 lights surrounded you. And not a single hand could reach where heaven's guard stood firm. Their energy is being drained by their own schemes. The very curses they sent against you are circling back to devour them. They will taste the bitterness they created. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The hour of justice is arriving. They will not expect it, but it is closer than they think. When it comes, they will not even have time to hide. Archangel Michael says, your enemies are walking straight into the judgment they prepared for you. The sword is drawn, the strike is near, and no escape will be granted. Their cries will be drowned out by their own exposure. You will stand and watch as the truth unfolds. The ones who laughed at you will fall silent. The ones who mocked your faith will tremble when they see who was truly protected. And on that day, your name will shine brighter than before. For heaven will not only protect you, it will lift you higher than they ever dreamed. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The ground is already shaking beneath their feet. They built their foundation on lies, and now those lies are crumbling. Every corner they trusted is breaking apart. Their allies are turning into enemies. Their secret keepers are spilling their truths. And the rope of betrayal is snapping back against them. You will not have to fight this battle. The battle is already fought for you. The storm they prepared for your destruction is about to rain on their own heads. You are being lifted out of reach. Their hands can no longer touch you, no matter how far they stretch. Their screams will be the sound of their own downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The story ends not with your tears, but with their silence. They wanted your name dragged through mud, but instead their own name will rot. They wanted you in chains, but now they are prisoners of their own lies. Your tomorrow is brighter than they can handle. This is why their rage is uncontrollable. They know they have already lost, but pride will not let them stop. Yet pride has always been the final nail in the coffin of betrayers. They rise against you one last time, and that rise becomes their collapse. Their laughter turns into ashes in their mouth. And your destiny stretches wider than ever before. Your path shines clearer, and no shadow can stop it. This is the promise sealed over you. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The storm they released is no longer under their control. It is growing bigger than their lies, swallowing their own foundations. They thought they could direct it toward you, but it is circling back with fury. Each day their faces grow heavier. Their secrets weigh on them like stones tied to their necks. They cannot breathe under the pressure of their own treachery. And still, they try to smile in front of you. But behind closed doors, their hands tremble. Their nights are sleepless, their peace stolen. The moment of collapse is unavoidable now. They may run, they may deny, but justice is already walking toward them. Their mask will be ripped away. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Your spirit has felt the tremors of their betrayal. That sudden fear, that unexplained heaviness, that strange shift in energy, it was the signal of their plotting. But those signals also came with warnings. Heaven never leaves you blind. For every trap they made, an escape has been carved. For every arrow shot, a shield has been raised. You are walking in a covering stronger than their hate. They cannot understand why their attacks do not land. They cannot understand why you still stand. But they will soon know. Their greatest confusion will be realizing that every time they struck at you, they only struck at themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The circle around them is breaking. People they once trusted are beginning to speak. Loose words, leaked messages, careless slips, it is all unraveling. They are running out of places to hide. The allies who once stood behind them are stepping back. Their house of lies is emptying. And while they fall apart, you are being lifted. Step by step, you are rising higher than their reach. Their eyes watch with anger, but their hands are bound. This is not coincidence. It is the divine hand placing you beyond their grasp, ensuring no shadow can block your way forward. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. The envy that